team preparing to begin peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. I want to get your take on this because they're going to take place, by the way, as we know, in Saudi Arabia this week. What do you think? I mean, Zelensky is not going to necessarily be part of that, though we don't exactly know who's going to be inside the room. But we understand it's definitely U.S. and Russian officials. European leaders are upset. Everybody's upset. Meanwhile, the art of the deal maker, Donald Trump, is doing his thing. What's your take as to how this goes this week in Saudi Arabia?
When are the Europeans not upset? For
Good point.
Zelensky. I hate to be crude, but it's almost like putting Zelensky in the corner. You could be at the table, but the adults are speaking. It's sort of the reality of the situation. We want this war done, and Zelensky is not going to get a nuclear weapon. That's ludicrous. They are not going to join NATO, but the Europeans had 2 years to deal with this, and because they had the same World Economic Forum view as the Biden administration, if you were the CEO of a company and you had somebody running a business unit that's been ineffective for 2 years, you'd basically tell them to shut their mouth and sit in the corner. The Europeans will not be at the table. They'll have to accept whatever deal comes. But the Europeans also look at the mass migration of Muslims into their countries and the problems that they're dealing with. It's almost become a test bed for the World Economic Forum, and their model is failing. But another interesting point here is if I was the Trump administration and resetting relations with Russia, I'd also try to work into that deal to minimize Russia's trade policies and trade relationships with Iran to further isolate them as well.